This is Chamuakpet Hapalang. He is one of the most decorated Muay Thai fighters ever. From the golden age, he had 4 Lumpini belts and 5 Rajadamnern belts. This is what's interesting about his knee. His knees come more or less straight up. He's saying tons of people when they grab, they want to come really wide. If you open your leg on the knee, someone can block it. And he's like, it's very easy to block if you do that. So you want to come straight because you're coming inside. He's lifting the whole thing up with his standing leg. But he's making a point here that people have abs, like people have strong stomachs, so they can flex. And if you hit them in the stomach, they can kind of deal with the knee. But if you hit them up in the solar plexus, up in the chest, muscularly you can't flex or defend yourself. So he wanted me to target the solar plexus all the time. This works in any kind of switch stance situation. So if you're right-handed and your opponent is left-handed, you'd just be throwing your right knee. Look at how he gets on his toe. And it's straight up. It's the same as, like, he says go up on the knee, like just lift it. But getting up on the toe, it's like a pogo stick. It like pops up. So I'm asking him to burn. Burn is to like do the same thing over and over again, so that I can see what his repeated knee should look like, what he's asking me to do. And it's kind of like when you're kicking, like when you kick 10, 15, 20 kicks in a row, you bounce on that front foot like that. That's what you do for the knee. It's really important when you're doing knees like this, you cannot lean back between everything because it just slows you down. It's like if you lean back on repeated kicks. So I'm asking about bringing your foot back to generate the power or not. And he's like, no. He's like, don't try to have power. When you try to throw with power, it creates tension in the leg, and then you don't have power because it's too tight. Like the energy is going inside instead of directing it forward. That one worked. You also can't throw it fast if you're tense. So by loosening up, it's going to come faster. It's like the snap of everything. But he can feel on like the 3rd or 4th one that it starts getting tense again, and he's like, no power. Like take the power out and just make it fast, because that's actually where the power comes from. He's incredible. Absolutely go watch his fights on YouTube. He's amazing. Chamuakpet Hapalang.